Okay, looks like we are good to go. So again, thank you everyone for joining us today, and I will now turn it over to Julie to wrap us up.
All right, well, it looks like I am the end of the meeting at this point, though we do still have the hospitality room coming up here at 5 o'clock Eastern time. Forgive me for this, but I did go ahead and write my outgoing remarks so that I made sure I got everything in that I needed. So if you see me looking off to the side, it's just because I'm glancing at my notes. Thank you for everybody for attending this meeting today and over the past 3 days. The agenda was full of important and timely topics, and the meeting was successfully brought together different perspectives and collaborators to learn from one another. The break rooms in particular, I found to be successful and a great place to talk in a more informal setting. So thank you to our facilitators for setting that up and for our agenda committee for considering it. Let's just scroll down. As I'm nearing the end of my term as the National Plant Board President, I've been reflecting on how the time really flew by. I know I've heard previous presidents talk both about how it goes fast and on some days it goes really slow, but even with COVID and everything else going on, the last 20-ish months flew by. I have truly greatly enjoyed the experience, and I strongly encourage any Spros out there to consider serving either at the regional or the national level when they get that opportunity. I'm glad I've had the time and the opportunity to work with so many great people in the last few months. I have loved hearing from you on issues, concerns, and joys from all across the country. I've especially enjoyed getting to know many of you on a more personal level. I've learned a lot about pest issues in your states and also about your kids, your parents, your dogs and cats, and I've loved it all. I am hesitant to call out people individually, knowing that I can't possibly name everybody that had a significant impact. So many of you have positively contributed on so many issues and in so many areas, it would be impossible to list you all. However, I do want to highlight a few people that were particularly impactful. The first of these is Brian Kuhn from Wisconsin. Brian was the quiet driver behind so many activities, particularly the training initiatives we've been working on. He is an excellent sounding board, patient listener, and can be counted on to be positive and look for the opportunities in everything. Sam Simon, I'm calling you out. You have been such a great partner in, as we like to say, cutting through the crap to get to the heart of an issue and look for a solution. We could be very direct with each other with no apologies. Having two such direct women from flyover countries should probably not be allowed to collaborate, or we might solve all the world's problems. And then what would we do? David Giannino, Charles Elhart, Helmuth Rogg, you three don't know how to say no to any volunteer opportunity that comes up. The adage about if you need something done, ask a busy person definitely applies to you. Your willingness to jump in and help is so greatly appreciated. Robin Rosenbaum, you are my walking buddy and my friend. While we haven't got to do our early morning walks at meetings like we planned, you have reached out with positive and funny emails and texts of support throughout my presidency, and that was so appreciated. The board of directors in general, and particularly Stephen Long, Ann Gibbs, Mia Kirk, and Pira Siegert, we have made a great team. You are all a fantastic bunch. You are willing to share ideas and take on issues and work towards common goals. I'm really proud of what we've accomplished together. And similarly, Osama and the PPQ management team, you have been great collaborators and occasionally sparring partners. But we've always recognized that we're working together towards a common goal, and we find ways to work together. And finally, Paula Henstridge, where do I even begin? You have been you have an unparalleled knowledge of the ins and outs of USDA. You are an amazing editor and writer, an excellent translator and go-between to make collaboration between National Plant Board and PPQ a success. And most importantly, you have been a great source of book recommendations, recipes, and funny stories. You are amazing, and I am glad I can call you my friend. I want to thank all of you for the experiences I've had over the past several years serving the National Plant Board. I think together, we continue to accomplish a great deal and serve our industries and constituents well and protect U.S. agriculture. And I look forward to continuing to work with all of you in the future. And on that note, I want to invite all of you to attend the 96th Annual National Plant Board meeting in person in Lancaster, Pennsylvania in the summer of 2022. Thank you all.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Julie.